Why are you yawning? What is going on, guys? Northern Guy 7 here, back again with another video. Today, we are continuing our off-season recaps with the Arizona Coyotes, my second favorite team. And oh boy, in all honesty, I'm just whatever for Arizona's next season. I had so much hype in their future for 2019-20. I mean, we got that somewhat for a little bit there. And then, I mean, we beat Nashville in the play-in round, and I was definitely happy for making the freaking playoffs. But if it weren't for COVID, we would have missed. So technically we are at 8 years in a row of missing the playoffs. In all honesty, you look at it, that's technically, if you just take out this season, it's 8 years pretty much. And, I mean, that's coming from me. And, yes, we did make the playoffs technically, but would we have made it otherwise? No. So, yeah, this team in their offseason is very confusing to me. I made multiple videos on how much this team has made me mad in the past few months of watching Coyotes hockey. And I'm sure I'm going to be making even more videos on how they're making me mad. Because at some points, they make me more mad than the Flyers do. And I'm not even joking. So yeah, anyways, let's get into the offseason recap of the Arizona Coyotes. Now, first off, before we get into that, as we do in every single video, please go make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Eventually, I'm just going to stop doing this because I'm going to be like, you know what? You guys know the jinx. It's getting old. I'll never stop doing this. It means a lot to me if you guys want to go subscribe. I'm just a kid trying to get by, trying to get some hockey subscribers out there, trying to meet new people, trying to meet some new hockey fans, give me guys your opinion, all that good stuff, and, maybe someday I can make money off of this. And, I mean, I've made almost 500 videos in 12 months, which is something that not a lot of YouTubers can say. And, as a 13-year-old kid like me, overloaded with school and other work and stuff, a subscriber will really help out with my mental health. I mean, it doesn't matter. But, a subscriber will really help me with that, and, maybe I want to make money someday. That's a fantasy that probably will never come true, but, I gotta believe somehow. And, one subscriber is one step closer for that happening. Also, if you haven't already, please go make sure to check out the links in the description below for, all my other social medias. I have Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and TikTok. I set them out of order to confuse you. And, yes, I do TikTok, by the way. So, if you want to go check out those social medias, please go make sure to do that. Anyways, let's get into the 2019-20 offseason recap for the Arizona Coyotes. Okay, now first up, before I get into explaining the columns for everything I have here, as I do in every single offseason video, I want to mention a few things regarding Arizona. So, I've written down 3 things that need to happen and 1 thing that is not going to happen. So, you guys need to listen, and this is gonna be really affecting the Arizona team if none of these are met. Well, if none of these are met. Rick Tocchet. And I can say this with confidence because I know it will happen. Rick Tocchet will be fired if the team cannot produce the offense that they have been missing for the past 3 years. And even longer than that, in fact. So if Rick Tocchet can't get the offense out of these guys next season, then there's sure as heck going to be someone out there who can. And that's the thing that Rick Tocchet needs to realize. And that's the thing all the players need to realize. If they want to keep their coach, they already lost their GM, it's going to be a huge wake-up call for Arizona. And I'm sorry if I'm really talking in a mad voice. Arizona makes me angry. Keller and Kessel need bounce-back seasons. I think that goes without saying. Keller was in my bounce-back season candidates video that I made about a week ago, in fact. And, he's going to stay there. Keller needs a bounce-back. Keller has a literally 7-year contract, and I think he can put in upwards of 50 to 60 to 70 to 80 points on a healthy season. So, I'm just saying that could be bad luck, but that's honestly just what I think. And also, Darcy Kemper and Oliver Ekman-Larsson are not leaving Arizona. Period. The Coyotes, Doug Armstrong, is not dumb enough to trade away arguably one of the best goaltenders Arizona has ever had, and arguably one of their best defensemen that that they've ever had, even though Ekman Larson had his struggles, to a different team, let's say, for maybe a million first round picks. Like you could get Kemper for a lot of things, but this team that former GM John Chayka constructed, he did some good moves. So I do not expect Kemper to leave. I do not expect Ekman Larson to leave. Ekman Larson, I don't even think can leave. And I think what he did too was right. He had a plan. He planned it out. He planned it out. He said, you know what? The only teams that I want to go to are Boston and Vancouver. Vancouver would not take Boston's contract. Vancouver would not take Ekman Larson's contract. Boston wouldn't take his either. And when he was asked to extend maybe his teams that he would get traded to, he said no. So he never wanted to leave Arizona in the first place. And there was reports that came out for that. So I'm not wrong there. Anyways, let me explain everything that's going on in this video now. So I have 3 columns now discussing everything. First off, I have the offensive additions, which is all the guys they acquire offensively, which includes centers, left wings, and right wings. And then I also have the defensive acquisitions, which is defensemen and goaltenders. And then I have projected lineup. So that's a pretty fun thing to do as well. That gets a lot of controversy. So yeah, anyways, let's get into the 2020 recap, of the Arizona Coyotes. I mean, we already did discuss a few things, but I wanted to get those out of the way. But let's get into the offensive acquisitions. Anyways, with the offensive acquisitions, these are just kind of confusing in all honesty. So they acquired John Hayden from the Devils through free agency, and he's a very solid fourth liner guy. And I think Tyler Pitlick, who they also acquired, is also going to be a fourth liner guy as well. I don't see these guys really playing huge roles on this team. I think Pitlick and Hayden might even be there just for the exposure of the Seattle expansion draft, which, in all honesty, could be very much so possible. That could be why Arizona brought them in. So that's totally smart that they did that. And that could be it. I mean, Pitlick and Hayden, I would not protect those two. Pitlick's been bouncing around the league. He was with Dallas, Philadelphia, and now he's with Arizona. So maybe he will become the first player ever to play for all 3 of my favorite teams. I don't know. Anyways, very small offensive acquisitions. Anyways, let's get into the defensive acquisitions with the Arizona Coyotes here. Moving on to the defensive acquisitions here, there is nothing, absolutely nothing. There's nothing they acquired in free agency, nothing that I think will be significant. Apart from Soderstrom, who they selected in 2019, to be ready, and I think that could play a role in this. Soderstrom's a very solid defenseman. We've seen him play like that, and I think he's going to really help out the Arizona Coyotes when he comes in there. No changes to the goaltending. I don't think there would be anyways. I mean, they did re-sign Adin Hill to I think a 1-year contract, which I think will be what they will be offering him a lot. So you can take that what you will as well. The defensive acquisitions are very small. This team did not do a lot. They're above the cap too. They're the highest team above the cap. I'll put their cap on the screen right now, even though I did that almost a week ago already. So I'll just put that on the screen right now too for you guys. Anyways, that is it for the defensive acquisitions. Let's get into the third and final column, the projected lineup. So the projected lineup for the Arizona Coyotes, I'm going to put that up on screen right now. So here we go. First line, Clayton Keller, Derek Stepan, and Lawson Krause. Now, second line, Phil Kessel, Nick Schmaltz, and Kristen Fisher. Third line, Tyler Pitlick, Christian Dvorak, and Johan Larsen. Fourth line, John Hayden, Barrett Hayden, and Hunter Dryden. And then on the defensive pairings, you have Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Nicholas Hjalmarsson, Jacob Chikrin and Alex Goligoski, Jason Demers and Jordan Osterley, Kemper, Hill, and Ronta on the goaltending tandem, and then I have Lyubushkin there as a fill-in for the defense. So let's go through this. Goaltending, I've already said Kemper's not leaving. I can make a whole video on that. I can make a whole 25-minute video on that. Antti Ronta, he may get exposed. He's gonna get exposed to the Seattle draft most likely. I'm not exactly sure what to say about that. Adin Hill has very good numbers in the AHL. I mean, Antti Ronta has had injury problems, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's not taken. Defensive pairings here: Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Nicholas Hjalmarsson. That seems about right. Jacob Chikrin and Alex Goligoski. That also seems right. Jason Demers, who we could see on his way out, potentially. I mean, he's been on his way out for a long time now. Because of his high cap, and Arizona's over the cap, so they may trade him to a team who needs defense, like maybe New Jersey or Ottawa. And then you have Osterley as well, with Labushkin there too. So, and really, you look at this. Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Jacob Chikrin are the only two guys under contract in all of those defensemen. Hjalmarsson is on an expiring contract. Goligoski's on an expiring contract. Demers is on an expiring contract. Jordan Osterley's on an expiring contract. Now, they can either re-sign these guys to one-year contracts between now and Seattle, because maybe they'll expose them. Or you could just say, you know what, we may just want to revamp this blue line and make this blue line much better, and build it around Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Jacob Chikrin. In all honesty, with Victor Soderstrom coming in as well, that may be what Arizona wants to do. Because this defense is not the best. Sorry. When I don't drink water for a long time, it does make my mouth dry and I get dehydrated fairly quickly, in all honesty. So, I deal with that problem a lot. You could really revamp this blue line, in all honesty, and I think I could actually see Arizona doing that. It's realistic. So, you take that what you will. First line, Keller, Stepan, Kraus. I think Keller needs to bounce back. Derek Stepan may get taken by Seattle, in all honesty. Seattle could look at him and be like, you know what, maybe that guy's a good player that we could go out and get. Lawson Kraus there too. I think Kraus has really proved himself. Then you have Phil Kessel, Nick Schmaltz, and Kristen Fisher on that second line. I don't know where Garland's at. What the heck? Garland will probably fit in on one of those winger core spots there. You have Schmaltz there as well. So Kessel, Schmaltz, and Kraus or Dvorak or Garland. I'm not sure why I don't have Garlock on my lineup here. What the heck? Pitlick, Dvorak, and Larson on my third line. I think that's a very solid third line. Dvorak could potentially move up to that third line, to that second line spot as well. Schmaltz may fall down because Dvorak showed points where he could play pretty well. And then you have John Hayden, Bear Hayden, and Hutton Dryden on that fourth line. I think that fourth line stays the same. Bear Hayden could move up to the third line at points in the season, but I'm not exactly sure if that's realistic. So again, I have no idea what to expect. In all honesty, I think this is going to be I think this may just be a repeat of what's been happening in past season before last season. I look at this team, they lost Taylor Hall. Phil Kessel did not turn out the way they wanted them to be. They have no first-round pick next year. The Mitchell Miller thing, John Chayka, the potential of Rick Tocchet leaving if they can't put up the offense. Look out below is all I'm gonna say. I mean, not like in a way of losing attendance. They might lose attendance. I mean, they've been losing attendance. Take that what you will. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I'm sorry that Connor Garland is not on my thing here. I don't know why he isn't. But anyways, thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed, please go make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button. As we're trying to get 600 subs by the end of the year, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.